Hello everyone, welcome back. This is alrav from Quebec, Canada, the author and creator of Alcatraz le Protecteur / Alcatraz le Protecteur. And for today's video, I was initially going to make another video about the topic of traditional versus digital. I've already made a rant about the topic a while ago, which I had recorded during a blackout no less. However, I felt that the subject was a little redundant, so I've decided to do a different approach. When it comes to art, it is a matter of preference. It is tend to be usually split between the traditional and digital in the modern space, AI not included. However, there is a reality where when it comes to the writing itself, it tends to be done largely through the digital nowadays, while the traditional art of hand lettering is slowly going out. So in this video I'll be showing you 3 reasons why hand lettering is actually kind of awesome, which is exactly what I want to show for this particular video. The first reason being the classic sound effect. Nowadays, most visuals can convey the feeling of a sound effect very well without the need to actually insert them, but regardless, they are a lot of fun to use and implement whenever you can, so that's why I still include them from time to time myself. The second reason, as I've shown before, to create your own traditional style logo that is custom and personal made for the series you are making. This version here that I'm showing was the initial logo that I used for my comic book series back in 2021. However, I ended up remaking it because I wanted to offer the comic in both English and French as a bilingual person myself, which is exactly why I ended up redoing it for the definitive version. So the newer version, besides the traduction itself, I've simply changed the logo to be a bit more stylish and take more space. So you can see the final result in the first issue of Alcatraz, which as always you can read for free on my Substack. So I'll get to that a little bit. But for the third and final reason is a little bit more interesting than that. Let's say you want to archive ideas for stories, characters, world building, or any of that. There is nothing like having a notepad or a notebook like this to write down all your ideas, such as your synopsis and stuff. So let's say you are writing a comic, then you can break down the entire story by, let's say, 2-3 page worth of a synopsis is the equivalent of, let's say, in my case it is a 48 page album, but for other people it can be another thing. But the point I'll make is that using a synopsis like these as a reference point, if you are to write these on a computer like most people do nowadays, it is tempting to just delete a huge chunk of text as you see fit. But when making them on paper, it tends to be a much permanent medium, which is exactly why having notebooks to write down your ideas and such is always a great thing to have, and it also makes it easier to archive stuff, so the best ideas you get to preserve, while those who aren't as good, they tend to be left behind. So that's why I highly recommend that you do carry notebooks with you to do some traditional handwriting here and there. So there are your 3 reasons why hand lettering should still be used and considered by comic book creators, and why they are still a lot of fun. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and as always, look forward to all the Alcatraz le Protecteur / Alcatraz le Protecteur stuff on my Substack. The first issue is available there for free, alongside its blog comics companion. All of it is being offered in both English and French. And the second issue is coming out this year in the first half. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see one another very soon. Enjoy the reading.